Welcome to Just Say This, the place to get all the help you need for the Birds and Bees Talks. I'm your host, Amy Lang. Just a quick reminder, this show is for grown-ups because I'll be swearing. There'll be lots of swears, and then I'll also be talking about grown-up sex. I can guarantee that your kids do not want to listen to this, and they really don't want to listen to it with you. You've been warned. Do you have a question for me? Please give me a call. The phone number is 206-926-1522, 206-926-1522, and I will answer on the show. And if you have a funny sex talk story, please call in those as well. 206-926-1522. Thanks. It's time for your weekly chirp. What's a chirp? It's a script. I'll be picking one topic every other week and give you a script. So are they going to be perfect? Oh my God, no. And if you don't like it or you have a real problem with it and you feel like you need to let me know, please don't be a dick about it. They're not going to be perfect. So you need to tweak the language to suit your family. The next thing is this. Is it going to get the ball rolling? That's the goal. I'm going to give you one little thing to talk to your kids about and you can get at it. If your kids are younger, you're going to dumb the language down, make it simpler. If they're older, you're going to make it more complicated. These are actually directed at 9-year-olds. So enjoy this week's chirp. Hey, it's chirp time, and I thought I'd do something a little different. Rather than giving you a script to use with your kids, I thought I'd give you a little homework. Yes, you heard me say that, homework. My goal here is for you to do a little bit deeper thinking about talking with your kids, what you want them to know, and also to help you feel better about having the conversations, more confident, etc., etc., etc. So, here's my question for you. Here's your homework. How does someone know they are ready for any kind of sexual activity? Fooling around, making out, over the shirt, under the shirt. Parts and holes, the whole shebang. How does somebody know they're ready for sex? What needs to be in place? What kinds of conversations need to be had? How do they know? And that's my homework for you, is to think about this. If you're parenting with someone, talk about it. If you have a good friend, talk about this. The reason I want you to do this is because it will give you roots when you're having conversations with your kids. It's part of preparing them. Because if they don't know some ways to know if they're ready for sex, it makes it a lot harder for them when the time comes. Ha, I know, I'm so funny. Another way to look at this is to just think about your own experience. And I'm talking about consensual sex. If you were sexually abused or raped, that's an entirely different animal. But consensual sex. Were you ready? If you weren't, why weren't you? What would have been better for you? What do you think should have been in place? What would have been helpful? Think about those kinds of things. So then when you're talking with your little people, you can say, it's really important that XYZ happens before you make out with someone. That sort of thing. Anyway, so there's your homework. I might do this occasionally. This is actually homework from my book, Birds and Bees and Your Kids, which if you have not heard about that, it's my first book. It's a guide to sharing your beliefs about sex, love, and relationships with your kiddos. So there you go. There's your chirp. Enjoy and good luck. And if you feel like it, let me know how it's going, or if you have questions or clarifications, or just any response you had, surprises, that kind of thing. I'm happy to share that kind of stuff with people because, it takes a village. And if anybody has another way to say that, I would like to know that because it's so cliche, but it's true. Okay, thanks. Bye. That's it for this week. Thanks to everyone who's been calling in. The number is 206-926-1522. So please leave me a message if you have a question or a tale from the trenches. And thank you to Melanie Smith, my producer, and to Rolf, who wrote the Birds and Bees and Kids theme song.